What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while, I haven't posted. I've been just ordering a bunch of parts for the car and I've been just stacking them. Now what I'm realizing is I have so many parts now I don't know where to begin. So in the interest of starting somewhere, I am going to kick this whole refresh off with replacing my front lower control arms. About a year ago, I put the car in the air, put it on jack stands, and I set the car down under the one of the joints, if you will, or pivot points where the control arm connects to the car. And I think that's maybe where I went wrong. Maybe the weight of the car bent the bolt that goes through, and every time, whenever I try to move the car full left or full right when I turn, I'm getting this clunking noise. And I've replaced the rack bushing, I've replaced the sway bar linkage, I've replaced the sway bar grommets, and the clunking noise is still there. The only thing I haven't replaced so far are the lower control arms. So I ordered these from Japan. You know I got my connect, so hit me up if you need something from Japan. I'll put you through to my guy. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace these on the car. Pretty straightforward process, but I'll put the car in the air, show you where I jacked it up and set it down on the jack stands, and I hope you don't do the same thing. But bigger hope is that when I swap these bad boys off, that noise go away. Otherwise, I would have spent all this money for no reason. But that aside, let's dive right into it. All right, guys, so I got the wheel off the car, and this is where I put the jack stand at one time, right here. It's a convenient little spot because it's like circular, right? And the jack stand fits perfectly underneath right here. And I had it sitting right here on both sides. And again, I'm just gonna go ahead and replace the lower control arm. There's a nut and bolt, obviously, that goes through here. Looks like about maybe 19 or 21. I'll tell you here in a second. And there's also the little, not entirely sure what the correct name of it is, but that's what allows the for the alignment for the arm to move in or out as far as making adjustments. So I'm going to use my Sharpie and mark, so when I put it back together I get it close to where the alignment is. So on this side I'm just going to go put a line straight across like that. So when I put this back together, I'll make sure it lines up that way. All right, so here we go. This is the rear one. There's a little notch right here on the frame of the car. You can see it. I'm just gonna make the line align with that notch right there. So I'm pretty sure if you use the service manual, there's probably steps to do this the right way, so you don't seem like you're going backwards. Now, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove this pin right here, and then remove this castle nut with all the tension, so I can use my big hammer and whack right here to separate it. If it's not coming off, I have a pickle fork, which I'll just use because I don't care about the boot anyway, because I'm going to replace the control arm, this one right here. And then once I have that off, I'll go ahead and remove the linkage right here. This is a 14 millimeter, so you need an Allen to hold it and a wrench so you can break this loose. Then once I have that, these are 19 millimeter that holds the strut, the coilovers into the seat right here. And then down here, these nuts are 22 millimeter. So there's a 22 millimeter nut right here. There is one in here, but to get to this one, you have to remove the 17 millimeter right here and the 214 over there and drop this bar off. Okay, so I got it off the car and I'm looking at it, and honestly there is no visible like cracks or anything. Obviously that boot got damaged because I used the pickle fork to separate the right here, but even looking over here, it's not busted, it's not loose. So I'm just hoping when I do this it actually makes the noise go away. And now that I have this off, here's the replacement, and the part number from Toyota for the right side is 486 48068 14090. This is the right side. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer over the linkage right here to here and go ahead and put it back in the car, and then move over to the left side, which I'm not going to record. It's just the same as this side, except I'm on the left side of the car. And here's the part number for, oh no, that's not the part number. What's up, Ken? This is the part number for the left side. All right, so I'm not gonna lie, this thing took a lot more time than I thought. Getting this nut off, super complicated because I have very deep sockets and it doesn't really fit well in here. But nonetheless, I got them off, got the new arm put back on. I bought a brand new castle nut, so I have that installed. The counter pin is in there. Sway bar linkage is tightened back up, so everything is assembled back together. I will be very honest though, all the marks that I make with the Sharpie earlier on this side is good, this side is good, this one up in here is also good, but this one didn't line up exactly where it was supposed to, because it's supposed to line up right here where my finger is with that black mark, so it's a little off. So I'm pretty sure that's going to throw off my alignment a little bit, but I'm just going to be very honest, it's hard. Maybe I don't know the sequence of putting this thing together. I've never aligned a car, so pretty sure I'm going to have to take the car to get the alignment tweaked up a little bit once I'm done. But this side is put back together. I'm going to go ahead and speed through the opposite side, put the wheels back on, then I'll put it down, go for a test drive and see if the noise go away. All right guys, so I'm on the other side of the car and I took the linkage off right here. I removed the bolt that goes through the suspension and the control arm, and then I got ready to undo this front bolt right here, and this bad boy is loose, not even finger tight. I put the socket on there and got ready to turn it loose, and I almost broke my arm because I was applying a lot of pressure and that thing just came spinning. So it appeared this whole time this bolt has been loose, and that's where all the clunking was coming from, is right up in here. And it kind of makes sense because when I took the opposite side arm off earlier, as you saw, the mounts, I mean, they're old, but they weren't broken or busted. And it kind of didn't make sense. But now this makes sense, that this nut has been loose for a year and probably progressively getting looser and looser over time, because the noise was getting progressively more and more noticeable. But I'm already here, already have the arms, so I'm gonna go ahead and swap them off. All right, the car is back together, and I am gonna go for a drive. Usually at this point, because my one car is there, once I try to maneuver out the driveway right there, I'll get those clunky sounds. But I'm gonna take it for a ride and see what happens. All right guys, as you saw, I did the whole swap on the lower control arms. It turns out it wasn't even the control arm, it was that one bolt that was loose. From the only person that ever touched this car ever since I've been working on it was, I got an alignment about a year ago, before I went to a car show down in Tennessee. And I know it was roughly about a year I started hearing the little clunky noise. So that nut has been loose ever since I got the alignment. So it turns out I bought brand new arms for no reason. It was just a loose bolt the whole time. But unbeknown to me, sometimes you gotta pay to learn. And I have gone underneath the car and checked the bolts before, but honestly, I didn't bring a tool. I just kind of looked. It was a visual inspection. Everything looked good, but as it turns out, I was mistaken. So at least now I have brand new control arms on the car. There's no clunk. Normally I get clunk whenever I drive in and out of my driveway, or when I go down the little dip right here in the driveway as well, but that didn't happen. So I am confident that noise is gone. So there's two parts to it, right? Make sure you're visually, checking your car over. And number two, if you're having this clunky noise in your front suspension, and you've checked everything else, it's very likely you have a loose bolt or a bad control arm. Also, throughout this process, I was able to identify that my rear diff, my differential mounts, they're busted. So I'm gonna have to upgrade those here in the near future. But as far as putting on these control arms and getting rid of that annoying clunky noise in my car, that's a wrap. And as always, I'm out.